The Republic of Finland was declared in 1917 and established itself in a bitter civil war against communism. Now, 22 years later, Finnish independence is about to be snuffed out as the old enemy returns. The Red Army marches into Finland. The legendary Carl Gustaf Mannerheim leads the Finnish defense forces, under-equipped, poorly armed, and vastly outnumbered. Only high morale and skillful leadership can tip the scales back in Finland's favor. You will take the role of Lieutenant General Carl-Lennart Osh, a talented Finnish officer and Marshal Mannerheim's most trusted commander. As the country's foremost defensive expert, lead Finland in the 3 wars fought on its territory throughout 1939 to 1945, and drive any and all invaders from your northern homeland, no matter which flag they're flying. Hold the line, General Osh.
And so, the Soviet Union shows its true colors. Their troops have crossed our border in force. Gentlemen, the war that began in Poland has finally come to us.
The Soviets claim our troops shelled their positions near the village of Mainila.
An absurd accusation, and they know it. Our artillery was pulled back precisely to prevent an incident like that.
Exactly. They simply needed an excuse to invade us. Now, they've created one.
At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who fired the first shot. Now we have to defend ourselves.
It does matter to the League of Nations. Our government wants to appeal to the League for assistance.
That's nice, but the League can't help Finland if there is no more Finland to help.
Just so. We must hold the line, General Osh. And you are the best defensive tactician we have.
You'll have your hands full, General. The Soviets plan to overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
A few more months to prepare would have helped. Our main defensive line is still unfinished.
Then we'll have to rely on your skill and the sisu of our soldiers. I am placing my trust in you, General.
I won't let you down. But that appeal to the League, I suggest you tell our government to hurry.
General Iroh, give us a situation report.
The Soviet forces have broken through our border defenses. According to the field reports, they expect this initial attack to push all the way to Viipuri.
Well, they won't reach it. General Osh, you will make sure of it. Destroy the enemy's forward units. The time for diplomacy is over.
Understood, Field Marshal. Our soldiers will meet the enemy at Kanediarvi. The landscape there is excellent for defense. However, we can't hold the enemy there for long. My current forces won't nearly be enough.
I understand. You'll be reinforced at the earliest opportunity, but before that, the fate of Finland depends on your leadership. Do not let your country down, Lennart.
General Osh, strange enemy activity has been spotted at Patriki. Send in aviation reconnaissance as soon as possible to see what the Soviets are planning.
Understood, General Iroh. I will give the orders.
Finnish armor standing by.
The forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core units' strength indicator is green and round-shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon-shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You'll be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Ready to do our duty!
We'll have plenty of targets soon.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit is attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
Our guns might be old, but they kill people all the same.
Double time, people!
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a tough target for the enemy assault.
Artillery, awaiting orders.
Finnish armor standing by.
Damage is indicated with the numbers above the unit being attacked. For ground and aircraft units, there are two types of damage, lethal and non-lethal. Both lethal and non-lethal damage decrease the unit's strength. However, non-lethal damage at the same time increases the number of units damaged, which can later be restored. Naval units.
I asked you to conduct aerial reconnaissance, General Oesch. You didn't listen, and now God only knows what the Soviets are planning. General Oesch, an opportunity presents itself.
We could definitely...
Armored vehicle reporting. For Mannerheim!
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
Free our home, our faith, and our country. Double time, people!
Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
No keeping secrets from us.
Fire!
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport. Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though,
All I need is a Bofors gun and a line of sight.
Any orders for us?
you have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment.
At once, Commander! Quality over quantity, I guess. Coordinates confirmed.
Be careful when you send your tanks into city.
Confirmed kill.
Hit confirmed. Dead on target.
Target knocked out.
The Soviet offensive has been repelled, Field Marshal.
Excellent work, General Osh. This gives us some time and we must use it well. I'm sending you some reinforcements as we speak. Assume the command. Your next task will be to capture the airfield near Mustamaki. Take it from the Soviets and we'll be able to send in the Air Force.
Whatever you send, I won't say no to it. We're dealing with an invasion here. I'll give orders to capture that airfield.
Quality over quantity, I guess.